Catalyst has made us a lot more aware of the practices of compassion and justice and worship and devotion. And we have a lot of compassionate people in our church, and we want to focus on all of these even more in the future. There are several practices from Catalyst that we want to engage in once it is over. We see the value of one-to-one conversations and in getting out of our church and into the community. We also want to share more with our congregation what we've learned from Catalyst and the value of MVPs.
So as a result of the Catalyst experience, we have noticed our practices of witness, compassion, justice, worship, and devotion have increased. Of more practice of daily devotion, learning to love like Jesus, increased practice of prayer and prayer groups, increased compassion for the marginalized through services with the local food pantries.
How have our practices changed us as a result of Catalyst, and what fruit? Primary fruit is growing these connections. We've been able to meet and engage with people throughout the conference, throughout our own congregation and our community.
In thinking about how our practices of compassion, justice, and worship and devotion have changed and what fruit we've experienced, we feel we've deepened our compassion and awareness of all in our community around our church, and really been reminded firmly that we need to go outside our church to meet people where they are in order to be in relationship with them. Not assuming that they're just going to come to us. Our worship has especially changed because we're growing a virtual community beyond our geographic area and wanting to maintain that community even as we've moved into a hybrid mode of worship.
The change in the way that we have practiced witness, compassion, justice, worship, and devotion has confronted us to live out our mission and vision by going outside the walls of the church. The fruits that stand out most for us are the fruits of patience, generosity, and love.
As disciples, our rule of discipleship surrounds the practices of compassion, justice, worship, and devotion to shape our habits, but more importantly, our hearts. Through the Catalyst Initiative, we are looking at these activities and practices as more than just faithful responses, but rather holy habits set apart for God's inbreaking into our lives and into the community we serve. Personal fruits like peace and unconditional love have been observed, as well as communal fruits of patience and faithfulness. The fruits of the Spirit from Galatians 5 are coming to life within us.
The most powerful practice we learned during the Catalyst Initiative was relational one-to-ones. This is where relationships begin. These conversations deepen the understanding of our congregation, the surrounding community, and the areas where passions and needs connect.